Welcome to 3J Sports. This episode is brought to you by Galveston Pepper Company. Alongside me, Jeremy John, as always. How you guys doing?
Feeling good.
Feeling good?
Doing good.
Got the win against the Bills. We'll do the quick gradings and all that jazz. Let's just get straight to it. Jeremy, how'd you feel about CJ's performance against the Bills, brother?
Man, did a great job, especially after losing Nico and still being able to, keep it going. Yeah, he's proficient. 28 to 38, 331. I mean, he only got sacked once. Good job, O-line. I mean, obviously but we'll get into that later. But good job protecting him. Yeah, man, good job. I'd say give him a solid A.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. What do you think, John?
I say B.
Yeah, I might agree with that one. B.
I agree with everything Jeremy said. It's just the turnover down there in their territory, and then the fumble, which he'll learn. He even admitted he needs to protect that ball. But yeah, besides that, he played very efficient. Played great. Like Jeremy said, without Nico going down to have that safety blanket. But yeah, I just say B to that, mainly that pick in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go with the B just because a couple of the turnovers, which that pick, man, I can't even remember exactly how the play went, but it seemed like it went right into that. I think he just dropped back, snagged the ball. Just CJ just didn't see him. He dropped back in coverage, and they got the interception. But all right, what y'all think about that rushing, John? What do you think about the rushing this week? A little bit less yards, but
it's getting there. There's a couple good runs. It didn't look as stagnant as last couple weeks. So I think hopefully if we get Mixon back this week, then hopefully he can do a little more. But I'd say B, given the circumstances.
What you thinking, Jeremy?
Yeah, I'm gonna go C to start off with, just because 3.4 average. It's just not, then you had a run of 15 and a run of 13. If you knock out those, it was a rough day. Akers, solid. Like John said, get Mixon back, get Damian Pierce back. But yeah, a couple runs, but the passing game really did a job. So, yep, I'm gonna go C.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. The 94 yards, 28 carries, like you're saying, 3.4 yards. Ain't too hot. We did get that rushing touchdown, which that looked good. When Cam Akers busted that to the outside, got in there. It did look pretty. But overall, they weren't busting any holes and getting downfield. A little bit more of the passing out of the running game with Agumbawale. Man,
you got that down now.
I got it now. It just rolls right off the tongue. But yeah, I'd have to agree with that. More in that C area. We just got to open up some holes. I don't know if it's just the line just not moving guys around, or the Bills had a good clogging up the holes. We just couldn't get stuff going. It was more bouncing outside. But yeah, I might have to agree. That's a C. Receiving. Obviously, we're got some stuff coming up the next game. But what do you think about that one, Jeremy? Receiving wise, brother.
It started off great. That bomb to Nico was just. I thought he's getting faster. That's weird? He's getting faster.
He covers ground quick.
6'4", 225. He's moving. He burnt by. And if you watch that play, the corner backed up. He backed up more, and he still got burnt. But yeah, it's tough break. He went out, but Diggs was efficient. I'm still waiting on Diggs to get that. Him and Dale getting one of the big plays. They still need, but I think that's coming. We got 4 weeks where these are our guys. They're the go-tos.
Yeah.
So we'll see that coming. But solid. Schultz got 4 catches. Dare, because I'm not comfortable yet with the Ugumbawales yet, but we'll go Dare. Man, he showed a lot. I'm glad he's getting a lot of chance. Even with Mixon coming back and Pierce, he's still he's a great receiving back. So yeah, I would say overall, I'd probably B+. Yeah.
Yeah, let me see what the total overall was on the receiving. While I'm doing that, John, what'd you feel about it, brother? Yeah, so we had 28 catches, 331.
Yeah, I'd say I'd go A minus.
A minus? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, everybody was kind of getting involved there. Excuse me, after Collins went down, unfortunately, but did enough to win the game. I mean, really, my only critique is, and he really kind of played through it, so it kind of washed it out. But that one drop by Gumbawale in the flats there, but it was thrown a little bit behind him.
Yeah,
anyways,
yeah.
So
he did have that drop.
But yeah, besides that, I mean, yeah, Diggs had what do you have? 5 catches,
6 for 82.
6, yeah. So he got on there, and I'm just excited to see now that I'm not excited that Collins is out, but to see if, like you said, Diggs and Dell, maybe even Schultz, get him a little more involved, in the offense. So kind of a good problem to have. Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell is still out there.
For
so, but yeah, I'd go A minus.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say A2. But what was great was as soon as Nico went down, it seemed like Hutchinson came in and had 2 big catches. Bam, bam, got those 2 big 15-yarders. Gumbawale coming out. I mean, 6 catches, 57. That's great for a running back. Pretty solid at least. Stephon, that one was for you, buddy, and it was a good win. Which we still like to make it a nail biter all the way down to the end. Jeez Louise.
Heartburn.
But yeah, Tank got them catches. Schultz got those catches. I'd like to see Tank get some bigger catches down the field, but I guess
I think he will. I think he's got to play that Nico role now, stretching the field. So I think he's going to get a lot more chances like that. And then Xavier Hutchinson apparently, Hutchinson's apparently the 4, or the 3 now. So Mechie, I mean, whatever. Hutchinson,
no way.
You know what I'm saying? Hutchinson took over that role.
No, I know. I'm saying, yeah.
Hey, it's a great story. It's a great story.
I know. John's always knocking on Mechie a little bit, ain't you? He just poking at him because he wants him to do well.
Yeah.
Wants to play good.
Just motivation. That's all it is.
But at the same time, with the receivers overall, 28, 331, 11 yards a catch. CJ doing his thing, getting the ball down to him, mixing it up, which he'll have to do that this coming week. But usually we'll shift over to defense, or the offensive line. But I have one receiver I got to talk about. Robert Woods has got to figure out when to let that ball go on these punt returns. He's driving me absolutely insane. The one great one was the end when he got the ball and he got the about 15-yard, to get us close enough to get into that field goal range to be able to win the game. So I applaud him for that part. But man, Hills on the 10. If it's how these punters are. I mean, maybe he got more. It was a late practice. I don't know what the deal was, but anybody who does punt returning has always known you plant those heels on the 10, or at least it's like right behind you. If you're having to back up a little, let it go. Because there was a couple there that was really. I mean, it was driving me nuts.
Yeah, it was rough.
Obviously, when we were texting all each other, Jimmy, you were a little behind us, so I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was texting a lot, didn't realize it, but
no, I did check my phone. Even I was HEB, and the guy was trying to talk to me because I was wearing Texans gear. I'm like, wait, I'm in the second quarter.
But yeah, Robert Woods.
Going to your point with that, I'm hoping with Pierce being back, Pierce gets some play. I think he's our best returner right now. Like, we need to address that in the offseason, but that's a ways away. We don't have, because Dell's let's be honest, he's too fragile we need him right now. We can't put him back there. So
yeah. I mean, and I don't mind Woods taking it. It's just like, and hey, he's catching the ball. You know what I mean? It's all good, but it's really way back there, man. Like,
I hope so.
Goodness
he's
gracious.
Making a lot of money to catch it.
At least he's catching them. But overall, I mean, I don't want to knock him too bad. At least he's catching the ball, not muffing the punts or anything. But just to know when to let it go into the end zone, that when that ball hits, statistically, it's going to bounce in that end zone. If it's down on that end, just let it go. But let me see. There was a few things.
I mean,
thought
force them to make a great play, to
right
down the ball,
There was a few plays that I thought were pretty questionable. Kincaid, that catch they called incomplete. I thought that was a catch. Not to give them props, but game's over, and I definitely thought that was a catch. I'm surprised they didn't review that because I thought that could have been a huge, I think they'd have been able to. I don't know if that was right before half or exactly when that was time-wise, but I know that was a big play that didn't go their way, and they didn't capitalize off that. They ended up having to punt it away. So that was sketchy, but I did not like us going for that fourth down in the first quarter. I understand they were trying to go straight for the jugular, but you got to take the points, man. It's the first, and it didn't take much. They were right back in it, I just take the points. Let Fairbairn do his thing. King Kaimi doing his thing, and just get the daggone points, man. That's the way I look at it. Let him do his thing, get the points. Because we were going into half? It was 17-3, if I'm not mistaken. Or what was the score going into half, boys? 17-3?
17-3, yeah.
Yeah. And then putting us in that situation, we would have already been up 3, so the points matter. We got to get those points. And looking at Reddit and things like that, a lot of people were definitely knocking on the us going for that fourth down. Which
I don't like it.
And it was just a run. Our rushing has not been that, explosive to where they just got up there and ran right up the middle. It was like,
yeah, I feel like if you're going to do that, hurry up and have a little play action rollout called. If you're going to do that.
Yeah. Because we haven't ran the ball good since week 1. Let's be honest.
Yeah. And that was because we were playing, statistically, I think the worst rushing defense in the NFL for the most part.
That helps.
Which we didn't know that week 1, but
yeah, going in.
Shout out to you, Clint. That defense you got. But yeah, which I'm looking forward to seeing how the Titans Colts game go tomorrow as well. But
yeah, I'll say the other thing about that, or not just about that, but on the in the fourth quarter, running that pass play.
I know, man.
And then I think that was, I don't know the law about the intentional grounding, but it's not like, he made the cut as he was throwing it, and they called intentional grounding. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how I felt about that. I was losing my mind over it.
I think it was a bad play call, and then compounded with, I think, a bad call by the refs. So I'm just like, golly, man.
Talk about really shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
Because that could have cost us the game, and that would have came down to straight play calling right there.
Mm-hmm.
That first quarter and the fourth quarter, 2 huge plays where we could have took the 3 and then just had a better play choice with just letting Fabian do his thing. Just
take the points.
Get it up a little bit more. Just
especially when our last, besides the Minnesota game, our last 8 or 9 games, regular season games, have been 1-score games. So I'm all about expecting it to come down at the end, and I'd rather have those points on the board right there. So
I agree.
But we pulled it out.
We just like winning them close games.
Yeah.
I know. We'd like to make it
losing a year of my life every Sunday.
And I had to talk just enough crap for our defense that Keon Coleman had to get that one freaking run down the field where I think he stepped out of bounds twice. But, hey, I guess I'm not the referees. Yeah. I was losing my mind over it. But defensively, I thought that first drive that the Bills had, the defense James Cook was kind of doing his thing to us. And then we stopped him to 3. And then they really didn't do much afterwards. We really did a lot of adjustments. And as D'Amico was saying on the plays towards the end there, them seeing the screen and all of that, we posted that short earlier. Our defense is reading the formations and everything and able to crack down on these plays, identify them early and make big plays. Petrie being quick to the screen out there. And it really did pay off. So what do y'all rank our defense? John, what do you think about that, man?
I'd say A. I mean, they gave up that 1 4th and 5. That was kind of a, he didn't have, it's just a 1-on-1. And it was, good catch, good cut to get upfield,
9 for 30 for Josh Allen.
Yeah, he was under pressure. He was throwing errant, which I think was a combination of, obviously the pressure, and the secondary, playing good coverage. Yeah, I mean, there's only a couple plays that, in my opinion, that, wish we would have had back. But besides that, I mean, they played really, really solid. Like I said, just that one touchdown on 4th down, that really killed us. But yeah, I mean, they had Josh Allen under pressure the entire day. Obviously, the numbers reflect that. He played horribly, or his numbers show that. Yeah, I'd say A, definitely solid A for sure.
Yeah, they made the adjustments right after that first drive, I felt. And really, I mean, James Cook still ended with 82 yards rushing. I think they had 150 overall. So there was a couple of busted plays. But, I mean, you held down Josh Allen. If anything, make them beat you with the rushing, not Josh Allen to airing it out, And I don't care what anybody says. He knocked himself out when he hit that floor, the turf the other night. I mean, he limped. And then they go into the tent, and then just enough time to get him out. I'm glad he's okay and everything, of course. I don't want him to be seriously injured. But I do question
makes you question the protocol there.
Yeah, it did. It definitely did. Jeremy, what do you think about the grade?
Seemed like some Tua stuff there.
I mean, he hit the floor, and he went limp. And then he was just saying it was his chest. But if you watch that play, and I'm sure anybody who was watching the Texas game saw it up close, he went limp. And he rolled. His arms were limp, and he rolled down. And usually that means you're out cold. It did look like he was out. So I'm not sure the protocol and all that. But
I thought I saw maybe one of the leaders of the Bills Mafia hand an envelope to the ref. But, whatever. I can't prove anything. So come at me, Bills Mafia. Anyway,
even the commentators, they were like, "Yeah, they made that tent visit real quick after they saw that they had gotten the ball back and everything."
For sure. So yeah, I'll go B+ because we were after Allen. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was his worst game ever. It's the worst game I've ever seen him play. And everybody's been, Josh Allen. I mean, which he's still a top quarterback. But that makes it even better that he was 9 for 30. So, yeah, it could have been an off game, but it was a great defense on him. So, I mean, just like to see more turnovers. We only had 1 sack, so we'd like to finish off some of that. Get some more picks would be great. Maybe force fumbles. We're not getting enough turnovers. Like I know, and that's obviously we're trying, but we're solid. I just wish. Anderson and Hunter get so close so much. I just wish that we could really just get there. So, not to talk yet about the game, but I think we'll catch up on some sacks this week with that rookie fresh meat.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I'll go B+. Still solid. So, coverage was really good. Stingley, Lassiter.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get on that later. But it was really good performance.
Which we can change gears to that now. I mean, just right before we do. But man, Lassiter hit Jay. I love that one shoulder drop. Lassiter blew up, just slapping his helmet like he freaking laying wood out there, man.
Yeah, it just goes to show you, like, that's who we wanted in the draft. That was our guy. He just fits his defense. He hits. He's aggressive. That's gonna be a big hit for us. Him be out. It's in multiple games. So apparently he got hurt on that play with Keon Coleman on the offensive pass interference. So I didn't really see it then, but he's gonna be out a few. So that's gonna be tough. But I think next week we should get back Autry, our DT, after the suspension, and then I haven't heard anything about Christian Harris, but he's eligible to come off the IR. I don't know. I haven't heard anything, so I guess maybe he's not progressing. But Toa'Toa's definitely playing his butt off. So
I heard it easier. The way you pronounce it is Toto. Yeah, it's something like that. He was on the show the other day I was watching, and he was trying to pronounce it, and it doesn't matter. Like, even the guy was almost right pronouncing it. It still didn't sound right, but yeah, we keep saying Toa. It works for me.
So,
but he's like,
so
it's all
Toto,
good. You can say whatever.
like the Wizard of Oz dog? It's Toto. All right,
Toto.
We'll go with
that worked. Yeah, it's kind of how it sounded when he was saying it.
Toto.
But Lassiter before this game, he really was killing it. He had a 0.0 passer rating when targeted, 80 PFF grade. He had one pick, and there was only 3 catches for 28 yards. So he's only had one bust play, and that was just because Keon Coleman got the ball, and he just kind of misstepped, and he was, Keon was gone. But yeah,
I mean, he is the locksmith. He's a locksmith.
Lockdown locksmith. John, what injuries you got? Obviously, we know Nico and Lassiter, but as far as who may be starting, who may be sitting, and all that jazz, brother.
We got Mixon coming back, so that's huge. Lassiter, like Jeremy said, out multiple games with a scapula. Anatomy and physiology majors out there.
Shoulder blade.
Ward is out, still out with a groin. Got Barnett questionable with a shoulder, and Woods is out with a foot injury. They said about Harris, I was reading, they said that he's still going to be out, whatever's going on with that. They don't go into detail. But yeah, he'll be out past this week. So hopefully he recovers sooner than later. But I have a quick point I want to bring up real quick.
What's that, man?
The one play, Josh Allen, I can't remember, maybe second quarter, when he took off to run and he slid. And I can't remember who hit him, but he was obviously trying to avoid him, and his knee ended up hitting him in the helmet, and they threw the flag,
Yeah.
And
he trying to,
he's trying to dive out of the play, So it's like, okay, low to the law, whatever. But then fourth quarter was a Gumbawale, I'm pretty sure when he had really heads up play, when he slid to stay in bounds on the sideline. And the Bills, it was almost the exact same thing. The Bills player was going over him, made contact to the helmet, and a no call. So clean that up, refs. You can't go. Can't go one way.
QB stuff.
Zebras do a little better, bro.
It's ridiculous.
They only care about the QBs. They only care about the QBs.
Yeah. So that was one thing I noticed that was like pretty obvious, that it was almost the exact same play. Both defenders were trying to jump over him, and it was inadvertent contact. But if you're going to call it one way, you got to call it the other way. So that's
be consistent.
That's a 15-yard penalty right there left on the board. So
yeah, I will say before we do the complete, I think we only had 2 flags the entire game. So
no, we didn't.
Was it more? Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. I'll double check it real fast.
Double check that. It's got to be at least 5 or 6. We had 0 in the first half.
Let's see. It may be just be 2 flags on the offensive line. I apologize.
Yeah.
Were they Tunsil?
Tunsil didn't have any.
Hey.
2 games in a row. I think it's 2 games in a row.
Yeah. It's
Well, that was the thing. Yeah, because we had 0 in the first half, and as soon as they mentioned that, starting the second half, we ran off. I want to say it was at least 5 or 6.
Hold my beer. I'll show you. Yeah. Hold my beer. I got this.
I'll have to fact check the flags a little later, trying to see if I can find it. But
gotcha.
Right up. But either way, a lot better and a huge improvement than the past few weeks. So definitely, we're still a round of applause. Great job.
Yeah.
Tunsil, thank you. Lock it in. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, those 15 penalty games are rough. It's rough to watch.
It is gonna suck not seeing Nico, but as we've already said between all of us, it would be nice. A lot of people saying it would have put him in an all-time kind of deal with him hitting the 2,000. But overall, as fans and as a team, you're wanting him to be healthy as he can be. So taking the time off will be better in the long run. We know how that is with receivers. Get one tweak and you try to, I'll come back in a game or 2, and you really injure it, and then you're out bad. What you got, Jeremy?
Yeah, just that's big. I mean, like you said, you can't keep tweaking it, especially a receiver, and that's constantly cut and moving. So like you said earlier in the group text when it first happened, is hey, it's 4 games, but 4 games, get healthy, be fully back. I think you come back at the Lions game, which is big. That part of the schedule. I'm not saying this part's not that bad, but
Every game matters, but I know what you mean.
yeah, but it's not these next 4 games. It is what it is. But maybe you don't put him 4 games if we weren't so deep a receiver. But I mean, Stephon Diggs he's going to show us these next 4 games what he has left in the tank. We're going to see a breakout game, and it's Tank Dell. It's I think he's only been getting 37 yards or something like that per game. I think rookie year he was like at almost 70. So yeah, I mean we're a deeper receiver, and Hutchinson's a solid receiver too. So yeah, I mean next man up.
Next man up. That's
That's the thing too. It's like Nico's gotten so many catches. It's like I'm not saying like Diggs and Dell aren't getting open, but it's just Nico has been playing at such a high level.
Yeah,
I mean Diggs is the number 1 receiver on 75% of NFL teams. So we should be okay. Should be.
Well, I think Diggs is only a couple receptions from what Nico has. I think it's just the fact that the yards Nico gets, just in his strides and the big plays. But I really do think that, they're going to pick up the slack. So plus getting Mixon back, we should be solid.
Yeah.
It's a little more. Plus on top of that, Mixon's a really, really good pass blocker. Like he's back there protecting CJ too.
Right.
So,
yep.
You lose one big piece and you get a big piece back. So it's the NFL. People get hurt.
That's it. Well, we're going into this game minus 300 on the old money line, but we're 6.5 on the spread. Experts got us picked 8-0, but I don't ever want to go into it too confident. I just want to go into it obviously confident, but realistic that this is the NFL and anything can happen, and we're going against a rookie quarterback with old Drake May getting announced.
Fresh meat. Yeah,
that's right, fresh meat. But I have not watched this kid play honestly at all. I didn't even read that. I may have saw a couple clips from in college, which I know they picked him up with everything. He's only got, what has he got? 1 game played. He's 4 for 8, just a few yards. So we'll see how that goes. But their team is banged up. I'm pretty sure Ramondre Stevenson is not playing.
Which is big.
Yeah, most of their main guys are out. But we'll see how that goes. What do you think about the game, Jeremy? What you thinking we're gonna do?
Look, due to a few pods ago, I don't want to say the term blowout, but I'm gonna say it again. We're gonna blow them out.
We're gonna blow them out.
We're gonna blow them out. We're gonna blow them out. Look, they are not a good team. I know they're an NFL team. I get it, and sometimes rookie quarterbacks have a great first game, but Drake May is no CJ Stroud, so whatever. It was a weak QB class. Offensively, they're not great. They can run the ball a little bit. Defensively, they're once again not great. So it could be a big game as far as big numbers. Like I'm out there with the controller playing Madden in this game. So it's going to be a blowout. If you see Davis Mills, you already know. One quick stat that I saw earlier, though.
What's that?
With this game, we will break because we're going to win. That's just the way it is. We have never won in New England. We're 0 for 7. So that includes 5, regular season games, and we lost 2 divisional playoff games that we will not talk about because they still hurt.
Yeah.
We're not gonna Letterman jackets, and we're not gonna do it.
Was that the Letterman jacket game?
Yeah, that was. Anyway, so we're gonna break the offer and get a big W. So 5-1. Here we go.
Yep. How you feeling, John boy?
Come on, John.
I'm not saying blowout. I say 10 points. 2 by 10. I'm guessing like 24 to I don't know. 24 to 10. They get a lucky touchdown, a field goal. 10 to 14 points, something like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm just looking forward to it. Like I said, rookie quarterback, so we should handle our stuff. These are the games that we need to, not play down to the competition. Not saying we have, but play a clean game, limit the penalties, possess the ball, shut them down on defense, and just control the game. I think we should be able to do that.
And get some sacks. Get them stats up.
Well, I thought it was an interesting thing, which I'll just pull up here just to kind of to bring them in, because I did a little scouting report here for the old. Let's see if it's showing it here. The Patriots Wire. I'm not sure if y'all can see it. But let me zoom in here. 5 keys to the victory for Patriots. Drake May's debut for the Texans. So let's see what their game plan is, at least by this article. Passing attack gets going early. Yeah, we said number 1. Get CJ out of the game.
Yeah, make him oversleep. miss the way to the stadium.
So they got passing attack going early. Slide on down. Run defense has already improved, so they're looking that they're gonna shut down old Joe if he's playing. Offensive line stay healthy. But I like this one. Let me zoom in on that bad boy.
Okay.
Shut down Diggs.
With who?
Mm-hmm.
Who's your top corner? Am I missing something?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you.
Well, it's wishful thinking. Yeah.
They got to write something. I get it.
Yeah, you have to write something. So
yeah. So they're looking at shut down Diggs because they're expecting us to feed him the ball like crazy.
Well, those are just keys. Those are,
Yeah, and Brady's not coming back, guys. It's Drake May.
But they also had screen game going early, so I guess they want to get that going with old Antonio Gibson, because I believe that's the running back they got going this week.
And we were getting way better at covering screens. So Petrie's got that locked down. So good luck to you.
He got that locked down.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited about the game. I'm predicting around
say it. Come on.
Like a 37-10.
That's a blowout.
Something like that. I'm going with that. I'm thinking something like that. I'm seeing a great game from us. We're going up there, handling business, getting the ball around, and just flying around and getting the job done.
Let's try to win by more than one score, and then we can start and talk about.
We're gonna talk about it.
True, but I see it happening.
It's happening.
If there's one team we should do it against, it should be who is potentially the worst team in the NFL. Who's the worst team in the NFL to you guys right now?
I mean, I'm always gonna say the Cowboys, just because I don't like the Cowboys. But I know statistically that's not true. But in my brain it is. New England's up there.
It said in my brain.
Yeah, they're definitely. I mean, obviously, definitely one of the worst teams. So, but still the NFL.
It is.
Come on, John. It's not too late. The two of us have said blowout for the most part. I said it outside, but he said the scores. Come on. 24-10. Come on, man.
And every time you said blowout, we've not been a blowout, so
we're breaking streaks here. 0-7 in New England. Now we're breaking the streak of the blowout.
Now we're breaking the blowout streak. Yeah.
Hey, it's a big day. We'll see tomorrow. It's a big day. I
said 10 points, 14 points. I mean, that's more than one score. That's handling business. Yeah.
No, I'm not judging. I'm just saying. I think
not 30 most. Jared 37-10.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'll ante it up. I say 42 to 42
hey,
to 13.
49-3.
332 to 0.
Right.
Yep. No, it's a big game. Big game. So our division's not getting any better. So we go 5-1, then keep stretching that lead. We've been winning ugly. We winning close games, but now it's time to start, like you said, don't play down in the competition.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, check your device real quick. You got your phone on you, Jimmy?
Yeah.
I think we lost Jared there.
We lost Jared King.
Hey, we will wrap this thing up then?
Yep.
All right, so looking forward to I think, like I said, it should be a convincing win. Hopefully we blow them out. That'd be awesome. But, yeah. I just want to see everybody play well and, play 4 quarters. Get solid and just dominate them,
I think we will. Can't wait.
Alrighty.
Hey.
We were just
King, you missed
brother.
it.
Sorry,
you
about
missed
that.
it.
I was seeing y'all. I was like, "What the heck's going on?" Technical difficulties.
Hey, when you were gone, I got John to admit blowout. He said it's going to be blowout too.
Wow.
It's all those solar flares getting all the way down here to Texas, getting us. Which, yeah, I'm looking forward to the game too. Also, it'll be fun seeing the Titans-Colts game, see how that goes. But overall, I think it'll be a blowout. I'm gonna say it this time. Why not?
All right.
Hey, Jeremy, did you want to add anything on because you're a diehard Longhorn fan, just to give a jab to John?
Yeah, I'm just saying they keep proving every week that they're number one.
Yeah.
And we not only have we have the best backup in the whole nation who can start for most teams, who probably would have done a better job today. No offense, Quinn Ewers, but we're explosive, great defense, best all-around team. But obviously we got Georgia next week. So, John, look, if we beat Georgia, will you give them their due? Will you give them their due?
A&M's been balling too, so we'll see how that goes.
Georgia lost to
Yeah, but they're number 5. Come on, man.
Yeah, okay. Exactly. Now UT is finally going to play a real team.
We played Michigan.
Oh,
we played Oklahoma.
Lost their head coach, lost their starting quarterback. Come on. Oklahoma. What was Oklahoma ranked?
15, I think.
15th, yeah.
Okay, no offense to U of H. U of H almost beat Oklahoma. We'll see.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. Let's not play Louisiana Monroe. Let's not play.
Oh, come on, man. Go Warhawks.
That was a dig. That was a dig.
UTSA. I mean,
go Warhawks.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Right.
I mean, they're going to get in their schedule, and I mean, they're going to make the playoffs either way. So
I mean, just
like I was telling old Nicky boy at work, it all comes down to playoffs. So they should make the playoffs. So
I just want you to get used to them being really good because it's not going away. We have Arch Manning for the next 2 years, maybe 3 if his uncles get the way.
That's fine, but we're talking about this year, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I got those big games coming up. A&M looking pretty daggone good, but I'll definitely play devil's advocate on John's side and get Nick on the show, and we'll do 2 against 2 and just have a battle of the teams of who, I guess, whichever game we want to bring it down to. But maybe in the playoffs or something, get Nick on because I know he's wanting to really get on the show and everything. So we'll get you on, Nick. But guys, y'all want to add anything else to the episode today?
Yeah, just looking forward to UT playing real teams, and we'll see what they do. So.
All right, man. 3J Sports. We'll catch you guys next time.